Hey guys, I feel like getting personal today and really go into why I ever started YouTube. So this is gonna be a very personal video. I know not everyone likes watching these videos. I know some people like to just watch my commentary on, whatever I'm talking about and not really about me. But I just felt like I wanted to make this video because right now my life has been very frustrating. I think that's the best way I can say. Financially, I'm struggling heavily. And the reason why I'm bringing that up is because now it's affecting my YouTube, not views wise or anything like that, but it's affecting the quality of the videos, and I care about the quality, because last year when I was rising really fast on YouTube, I was focusing on just making quick out of the gate content, but this year I've been really focusing on making better content. Maybe some of y'all may disagree. I don't know. At the end of the day, it all depends on you guys. But this year, I feel like I've done better on my editing. I feel like I'm better at pacing, and then not only that, but the vlog channel. I feel like that, like right there, is a project on its own. I have so much fun doing that. But my computer right now sucks ass. That's why you're seeing these unedited, quickly ran videos, because my computer just, it doesn't even let me record. And that annoys me because I bought this great mic a couple years ago that you guys have been listening on for years. And I got these cameras, these webcams that are so good. And I've invested so much on that laptop. And that laptop is literally was always made to do YouTube. When I first bought it, my first intention was YouTube, you know, because I just wanted to go into it because it's so fun. And I know the video started why I started YouTube, but I'm going to go more into stuff outside of that. But the reason why I ever started YouTube was just because I've always dreamt of it, back in 2013. And I've only briefly have brought this up on streams, never really on a video itself. But um, on in 2013, I was using the family computer. I didn't have a phone at the time. Back then, it was actually pretty normal not to have a phone. Like I remember, it was only like two kids would have a phone. And it was like the most popular thing ever. But I remember I was 11 years old. It was in 2013, and I made a YouTube channel on the family computer. A lot of it was just me just randomly like making little skits. I actually have two of them saved. I actually have a couple of the videos from back then saved because I had uploaded it on another channel that wasn't on YouTube, but it was on an. If I ever reveal what the site is, none of y'all will even know the title unless you were heavily on the internet in 2013. And ever since then, I've created six channels. I think six because I made one that time, then I deleted it, then another. And the reason why I always deleted it is just because I would get embarrassed. Like I never, because what would happen is like a friend would like pull up my video to the classroom, and I'd just be so embarrassed and all that. And back then, I was always this very nervous wreck because never really talked about this. And even, I mean, I have, but I always make it vague. But I have ADHD. It's not something that, it's weird because nowadays it's seen like the cool thing, like everyone wants it. But to me, growing up, that was such a big struggle. I was so energetic. I was always seen as slightly weird. I was never seen as too weird. I was always seen as slightly weird. And I remember a lot of times I would hate myself. Like there was times where I genuinely was like, and it's funny because even in my private life, I don't bring it up to people. It's just usually the only times I'll bring it up is if I feel like I have to, and if someone's like asking, "How are you so energetic?" Because I honestly think I am a very energetic person. Like honestly, like yeah, I'm a morning person. That's just to show you how energetic I tend to be. But it's always struggled. I would struggle with paying attention. I would struggle with keeping calm. I would struggle with so much. And I remember when I created that first YouTube channel, a major part of it was, my ADHD. It was part of like, what if I just release this to the internet and do people reciprocate it well? And surprisingly, it has, even on this channel, like some of y'all watch the stream, some of y'all watch the videos. It's like, and not only that, but even my videos where I was standing up, those are succeeding very well. And it just made me so happy. It was, I know I'm rambling on, but I created multiple channels. I would constantly delete them because either I was scared my family would find them, or I'd be scared that a friend would find them and embarrass me. But it's funny because it wasn't until this channel that I created in 2020 that I started finally gaining confidence. And now I have the confidence to take a big ass camera to like fucking public places, Walmart, Target. Now I have that. Like on Sunday, I was doing a vlog. And we were recording in Target. We were recording in Second Charles and a Whataburger. And recording there, it was like it was no biggie. Even though people stare at me like, but it almost felt like that was a symbol of how my life has always been. Where I was this like energetic kid that everyone would always be like, "The hell is wrong with?" Like it'd always be like someone would think, "Oh, I'm really funny," and then after a couple of hours or a couple of minutes, really, they'd be like, "Damn, this kid's annoying." It's like I can't help it. Like I really can't do anything about it. And that's why YouTube has always been that scapegoat to me, because I really have grown up with YouTube. I'm sure a lot of you guys that are younger, y'all grew up with YouTube. Even if you're older, you've now spent probably over a decade on YouTube. And to me, this always just felt like a place I could do all that. But right now, it's so frustrating not being able to make the best content. It's so annoying to me because I was on a roll. I really liked the last few videos I was making, but I can't record. Yesterday, I tried recording and I thought I fixed it, and then all of a sudden it just crashes and it's just loading. And it's like it has that little rainbow circle that every MacBook has, and it's just so fucking annoying. But at the same time, I thank God that I have access to this, a phone. When I was younger, all I had was the family computer, and I couldn't even use that all that often. And even then, I would have to delete the videos because I wouldn't want them finding it through a file or anything. Usually, I would just delete them after they were on YouTube. And I really wish I'd kept those channels safe, because I feel like there would have been a lot of, like, I did a lot of skits, I did a lot of that. And the good thing is there's a couple of videos that I saved, but there's a couple of things that I just wish that I had kept almost as a childhood memory, because this is kind of what this channel now feels. It kind of feels like this is how I am in my early 20s. And it's like, imagine, like, you get kids in the future, they're like, "Hey, how were you when you were 20, dad?" Or whatever age you start doing YouTube. And you'll be like, "Here's his link, boom, here's his channel." That's actually part of the reason why I like doing the vlog channels, because they say in your early 20s, a part of your priority is your friends, because you're going through similar struggles. You're all in your 20s trying to figure out yourself, trying to make a living, trying to get out there in the real world. And I like that now I have those vlogs to show my kids, because that is my ultimate dream. But still, I'm just so frustrated that right now my laptop's not working and I can't even do anything about it financially, because I have heavy amounts of bills. Like, I know I say this a lot. For those that watch my live streams, you guys know how much I talk about that. But when I talk about it, I mean I'm struggling. Like, I'm broke. I have loads and loads of bills. So much so to where I don't buy personal stuff. I remember I used to like buy a movie, and that's how I got my movie collection. You know, and I will say I'm just happy that I also did this reboot, because it feels like now I can do more personal things, do things I want to do. Because when I was doing the movie stuff, I think it began in October, especially around the time Black Adam came out, that it became a drain. It became a point where I didn't even like doing what I usually do. Um, and I know back in the day I used to say that the reason why I started YouTube was so I could talk about movies. That never really was the case. It was always, I just wanted to have a voice. I just wanted to almost feel like I belonged, because that was always an issue I had younger. I was always just weird. I would get in trouble a lot. That's actually how I met my friend Jose. He's in the vlogs. Part of the reason how we met, or how we got closer as friends, was that I was like the very energetic kid, and he was like this. He was this calm, relaxed. He's very calm and relaxed. Like, he was the calmest person you could ever talk to. And I remember the teacher paired him up with me in second grade, because she thought that it was gonna calm me down. But now I'm just too, like, it's weird. It's hard to explain, especially because it's always been something I've kept private. Just because I feel like there was a time where that used to be the worst thing. Like, people genuinely would ask me if I was autistic. That's how bad it got at one point. Um, and I know it just sucks. It sucks that that was a negative connotation. Now it's almost like the reverse. Now it's like, if you want to look cool on TikTok, you tell everyone you got that. And it's just like, nah, bro. This is something that I've struggled with. It's something that maybe I should make a video on it on its own, because there's a big story to all that. But no, really, I'm gonna be working on YouTube. But for the meantime, I am gonna have to do these kinds of videos through the camera, because even when I'm editing, it's still slow. Like that vlog, that last vlog I did called "Parkour Stunts Nearly Kills Fat Idiots," that vlog I had recorded on Sunday, and I didn't get it uploaded till Saturday. And it wasn't because it was a long, I mean, it was, I had to clip things out. I wanted to make it the best it can be. But the main issue as to why it took so long was because my computer's just slow. And with my ADHD, I already hate editing. Like, I've talked about this many times. I hate editing mainly because I hate sitting down for a long period of time. Okay, that chair, I respect that chair, but that chair, I hate sitting on it. Like, I literally, like, even if you watch my streams, I wish I had a camera on those streams, but usually I'm just getting up, like I'm moving around, because I do not like just sitting still. Same thing with my editing, but it's still stressful because sometimes when I get up, I'm like, I don't want to sit down. I don't want to sit down, bro. Like, don't put me down in that chair, bro. I do not want to sit down. Okay, I'm just it's so funny. It's hard to explain. I know to some of y'all, you're like, sitting down's a hassle. And sitting down to me is always a hassle. Or even using my phone for a long period of time, it's a hassle. That's why for those that text me, I'm not a dry texter, but I'm almost like I would say I'm a weak texter. Like, sometimes I won't respond for a while. Sometimes I'm just not, like, if like I can't do back and forth. Like, usually if someone wants to contact me, I prefer them to call me, to do a voice chat or something, because to me, at least, then I can like get up and just do all that. But yeah, I mean, the grind will never stop. I love doing this, even though YouTube's not really paying the bills. I Fun fact, in this 2023, I've only gotten paid by YouTube once, and that was last month, and that was for a little under $200. That's weak sauce, but still, I love this. I'm gonna make the dream possible. Every day I'm gonna work for it. Um, and that's the same thing that applies to everyone. Whether you're trying to become an athlete, whether you're trying to become a dentist, or even if you're just some normal kid in high school who's trying to get by day, always work hard. I have 3 rules in life I like to live by. I love to live by: number one, stay sober, stay sexy, and live in the now. Every day is a new day that God gives you. God gave you this day. Not everyone is as fortunate as us, because even though with my struggles and the issues I've had, either way, I'm still happy that I'm not like some 600-pound behemoth, or I'm like some handicapped person who can't run, you know, because sometimes my ADHD, like, I'm not gonna act like it's all bad. Sometimes it's just helped me. Sometimes it's helped me make friends. It's helped me feel good sometimes, especially because I did a lot of sports. I was always very energetic. I remember a lot of times when I would get tired, I would literally get back up in 5 minutes because I just wanted to go back onto the field. And even with YouTube, like, I feel like sometimes my personality, because at the end of the day, if you're doing YouTube, it doesn't matter what kind of content you're doing, you always have to depend on your personality, because your personality is what keeps you successful. I mean, Danny Duncan, it doesn't matter whether you like him or not. At the end of the day, the reason why he's been famous and he's been relevant since 2016 and even now is because his content depends on him. It depends on his personality. Or like a Joe Rogan podcast, that's popular because of his personality. It doesn't matter who, your personality is what defines your channel, because at the end of the day, having a YouTube channel is almost kind of like having a journal, in a way, having like a book of your life and what you're doing in that life. And at the end of the day, you just gotta be the best you can be. No matter if you're doing YouTube or not, you could be the best. And that's why, to me, I work every day. That's why, a lot of times, like, I'll get asked by someone, and they'll be like, how do you have the time to make these videos? And I'll be like, you just gotta make time. You gotta make the time. If you want something, then you're gonna try to get it. If someone's starving, they're not just gonna say, oh, I'm too tired, I'm not gonna go look for food. No, they're gonna go out, look for food, see what they can eat, even if it means you have to eat a cockroach or a cock. I'm just kidding. But no matter what they have to eat, they're gonna have to find it. If you're dehydrated, you're gonna try to find water. If you need a pee, you're gonna go find a toilet. And you're not just gonna be like, oh, don't worry, I'll just hope it goes away. It's like, no, you're gonna, if you want it badly enough, you're gonna go get it. That's how I am with YouTube. Even when I got tired with the movie stuff, what did I do? I did a reboot. I changed things up. And now I've gained subscribers. I've gained new viewers. I feel like my videos are far better now. It also feels like I don't have to depend on on a certain area. Now it feels like I can do whatever. Like I can make these videos where I can just talk about personal things, or I can do a Fortnite live stream, or I can make a video about Lizzo or Kai Cenat. I can do whatever. And I feel like y'all are there, and at the end of the day, I appreciate you guys. Um, I know in that Doja Cat video it made me seem like I'm unappreciated. I'm unappreciating you guys. I could have edited this out if this was on my computer, but no, I genuinely appreciate every one of you, every single one of you. You know, to the members who support with 99 cents a month, to the people who are subscribed with or without notifications, to the people who smash the like button, to the people who leave comments. At the end of the day, the fact that you guys, and I know this sounds like a broken record player because I say this too often, but like the fact that you guys take time out of your day to watch my videos and help my dream become reality closer every day, it's sometimes it's just like it's crazy. It's crazy because sometimes you just forget, you know, how big YouTube is, that you're talking to people that are in like Europe or Africa or Asia through this little camera. Like, it's crazy. And at the end of the day, I'm just some fucking Mexican from Houston. I ain't special. I ain't that different. Especially Houston. Houston's filled with Mexicans, so I'm especially less special. So I mean, I'm just honored at the end of the day to be able to do this, and every day I try to make things possible. That's why I started YouTube, to get my voice out there, to let people see the real me. You know, and that's actually funny. That's another story to be said, but I guess I'll bring it up. But I remember in 2021, I tried to stay as PC friendly as possible. Um, and I remember I used to like be very careful. I remember I would make shorter videos, shorter live streams. Um, and and I remember I just realized one day, I'm like, why do I gotta hide who I am? You know, now people see I'm very energetic. I'm just, I can't stay still. And I started making edgy jokes. Y'all liked it. Um, you know, I make a lot of edgy jokes. And look, I'm gonna say this right now. If I ever get big enough, I know damn well I'm gonna get canceled. I make some jokes that I feel like I've seen people actually get canceled for. And I don't care. At the end of the day, I'm not going to hide who I am. At the end of the day, you guys know that I'm not ill-intentioned. You know, I don't have any ill intents. I love everyone. I don't care if you're black, white, Hispanic, white. What did they say? White twice? Oh man, now that sounds racist. I'm just kidding. Whether you're a woman, a guy, a Ford Focus, or a unicorn, I don't care what you identify as. I love all of you guys. Appreciate every single one of you, and I believe all of y'all are special in your own unique ways. You know, for those who are struggling, whether you're in college, high school, or in the real world, doesn't matter where you're at, bro. I just want to let you know that you are special and you're a great person, and you just gotta keep going, but you just gotta keep living. You know, live in the now. That's the quote I have. That's a quote I think everyone should have. You know, live in the now, because at the end of the day, God gave us today, because you don't know. Maybe you'll die tomorrow. Maybe you should have died yesterday, but God prevented that. God gave you a life. And at the end of the day, we're not the worst people off. That's something I've always had to tell myself, especially when I had my struggles with ADHD. You know, it's like sometimes I'll be like, man, I hate my life and I have the worst life possible. But I'm reminded there's people who are starving in third world countries, you know, especially when I've gone to Mexico. When I've gone to Mexico, you know, I see like people struggling on the streets trying to sell something, trying to, you know, some people have to forcefully join the cartel because that's the only thing that can pay their bills. And, you know, it's like I'm reminded, and especially because I grew up around immigrants. You know, my parents, my tios, tias, whatever. A lot of them are immigrants. A lot of them can't even get like a normal job because they don't have a green card. They have to get a job where it's like you don't have identification, like construction or landscaping. You know, a lot of them have to work hard and they can't do much about it besides work, work, work. And at the end of the day, I'm honored that God gave me that opportunity that I wouldn't have in Mexico. You know, I know this sounds random, but I know a lot of white liberals nowadays love to complain about America. Really, America's blessed, bro. It might not be the best country in the world, but it damn sure is one of the better countries to live in. Because I guarantee you, none of y'all could survive in Mexico. You know, it's a great country that has so many opportunities. This is really a country where if you work hard enough, you'll get rewards. There's issues with it, sure, but it's nowhere near as bad as any other country. or any of the countries I brought up. All right. Now I got to get out of the whole America stuff. But yeah, I mean, that's all I really got to say. It's just something I feel like I really wanted to get off my chest, because right now it's painful, because it's just like, I really wish that things were different. But at the same time, there's people who struggle to even get 100 subscribers. The fact that my second channel has 100 subscribers shocks me. At the end of the day, that's what you guys did, and that's why I appreciate you guys so freaking much. Um, and yeah, I mean, that's all I gotta say, man. That's all I gotta say. Just want to let you know, you're great people, and at the end of the day, even with my struggles, I'm always gonna make videos. I'm never gonna quit YouTube, that's for sure. I might take long breaks, because you never know what's gonna happen in life. I plan on having a wife, kids. I plan on having a good job. Plan on all that. I might take breaks, but I'm never leaving YouTube, because this has been my dream since I was 11 years old. For context, I'm 21 years old. So I've been wanting to do this since I was 11. It's been 10 years now. I failed many times. I finally got this channel to a place that I like. And it's funny because sometimes I'll look at views and I'll be like, oh, I only made this amount of views. But then I'm reminded, you put them all in a room, that's a large audience. Like, I had a video that only got 45 views. You put 45 people in a room, that's a lot of people listening. And I'm like, damn, bro, like, damn, And then I hear how some people love my channel. Like, it's crazy because I forget it until they bring it up. Chris is one of them. Chris always gives me a shout out on his live streams. And everyone else, like, sometimes I'll get like comments being like, I love your videos. I have notifications. I believe on this channel, I have 173 people with notifications on. God damn. It's crazy. Like, I can make a video and then all of a sudden on your phone, boom, there's a notification that says, hey, this fat idiot made a video. it's just crazy. But I'm going to end the video. It's 20 minutes. I don't even know if it'll render well. But that's all I gotta say. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for being here from the very beginning, or even now, or it doesn't matter when you came here, as long as you came. I'm just getting paused. Love all of you guys. I hope you all have a blessed rest of the day, or depending on what time. If you're watching this at night, I hope you have a good night, morning, whatever time you're watching. Maybe this is the last video you see of me. Well, have a blessed rest of your life. If this is the first video you ever watching me, well, welcome to the sanctum sanctorum, whatever we call it. Thank you guys for just being here. Thank you guys for putting up with me. Thank you guys for just listening to this idiot ramble on. Because at the end of the day, when you stop to think about it, I'm just some guy who's talking to himself through a camera. I know that sounds weird, but that's really the truth. Thank you guys for just being there. I don't care how much you're there. Maybe you only watch one video every month of mine. I don't care, bro. You're still supporting. You're still a great person. Even if you're not, hopefully I can someday make content that you like. Vlog channel is very different to this channel, so there's two options there. And if you don't like those options, well, hope you find someone you like. But anyways, that's all I gotta say. If you like these kinds of personal videos, I'm planning on making some more, just because I don't know, they just feel nice. But all right, I'll see you on the next one. Stay sober, stay sexy, and live in the now. Ciao.